Hello everybody, PhD Queen here. I hope everybody's having a fantastic Thursday. I am so excited because tonight I fly to England. Well, actually, I'm going for PhD purposes, but it's still really nice to get away. So yeah, I'm supposed to be packing when I get home and doing a million other things, laundry included. It's Thursday afternoon, I've come from school and I am flying tonight to England. I'm actually flying to Birmingham. Usually when I go for these university trips for my PhD or just to visit family, I fly into London, Heathrow, but I have chosen to fly into Birmingham because it's closer to my university. I'm really looking forward to it because it's been approximately a year that I have had face-to-face supervision with my professor and my supervisor at Wolverhampton, and I'm really looking forward to meeting other doctoral students whom I've found to be quite good at networking with me online, and we have lots of sessions in the Doctoral College where we gather online and support each other, learn from each other, and also we are led by my supervisor. So yes, I am looking forward to getting on this plane, leaving the term behind as a teacher and just focusing on some PhD work. And yes, so I'll catch you a little later. And yes, I'm getting ready to go to Wolverhampton for a few days where I will be stuck to the campus for various meetings and things I've got to catch up with. So yes, and happy Mothering Sunday to all those mums out there. It's amazing because it was supposed to be kind of cold, but actually speaking, it's sunny and wonderful. So yes, I think that I'm going to escape the nasty week that's coming though into England, because I'll be out of here by the 5th of April. So yes, keep you posted later on. Hello everybody, I'm here at the Mount Hotel in Wolverhampton. So here goes 5 tips, yes, 5 tips on how to be an excellent PhD networker. So remember, these tips are just things that have worked for me, so they might be not everybody's cup of tea, and they might be different in different countries or contexts, and you might have more than 5 tips, but here are my 5 tips. Tip number 1. Network at your doorstep. So wherever you are in the world, there are bound to be either universities, societies, and most definitely a PhD student hiding in some corner of a library or a pod, or maybe even just somebody you never ever see. But they're there, so look for them and make friends with the PhD students that hide. Tip number 2. Tweet, tweet, and tweet. Now, the reason I say that is that academics tweet. And I know that some people might not like what I have to say, but social media has got a lot of benefits when it comes to following people in your field and learning from each other. Sometimes it can become a bit overwhelming, I must admit, but on the whole, tweeting is the language of academia in many institutions. Now, I know the Doctoral College in my university is very good with tweeting. You might not find that it's true for every institution, but on Twitter, you can actually follow leading people in your area or key researchers in your area. Tip number 3, join a writing group or a comparative society. Now, I do ethnography, and so I belong to a society that deals with ethnography and is involved in ethnography. Tip number 4, make sure that you take part in conferences or some kind of presentation, because this is where you meet other networkers, and it might just be a lucky moment. Tip number 5, join other libraries, because other libraries have other PhD students, and it is often a very collaborative feeling to be able to go to another university and visit archives or look at articles and books that are present in universities' libraries. And I myself belong to New York University as a visiting scholar. So I'm just off to the supermarket. I'm still on campus, but I have to get some cake for our PhD peer group meeting tomorrow. I'm at the Doctoral College, and yes, I'm setting up for what is a postgraduate research meetup. So fellow PhD students and doctoral students from the Doctoral College are meeting up with me at 1 p.m. and my supervisor, Dr. Deborah Cuton, and my head of doctoral studies, Dr. Ben Halligan, will be with me meeting PhD students for an informal chat and networking. We're actually going to have some coffee and cake. I made sure I go get some nice cake yesterday from the Asda down the road, and the person that set the room up, Mr. Stephen Greenfield, has been very helpful, and he's organized my venue for me. So I'm going to show you what the venue looks like. So I'm washing plates and getting myself sorted for this peer group meeting. But yeah, I'm doing plates for this. Gonna put the cake out as such. Oh yeah, I'm here at the Doctoral College, in the kitchen actually. So I think there's about 11 people coming in, but sometimes there's a little bit more unexpected guests, and some that drop off as well. It's really horrible weather outside. I'm glad to be in the warm in this research hub.
Kind of method of writing a PhD in the third person, very dispassionately, impersonally, has kind of gone a bit. And especially with some elements of sociology, sociological informed PhD theses, there's a lot of positionality. You know, who am I as a white middle-class male to talk to battered housewives upon it, I would say. I know within science as well, it's a particular issue where if you've done experiment 1, 2, 3, 4, it can be quite obvious what experiment 5 is going to be, and you don't want someone else to take that idea from you. So I think I would be slightly cautious.
So, yes, introduce yourself.
Okay, so my name is Iane. I'm a PhD student. Well, I'm still a baby PhD student, but she said I'm not again. My research is on female entrepreneurs, how they can be empowered for economic development in Africa.
That's amazing. It's a very current topic and it's useful, actually.
Well, because where I come from, women are really powerful, but they've not really had
The opportunity.
Exactly. And looking at countries like America, Britain,
Parts of Europe.
part of Europe, the entrepreneurs are really, really, bringing in a lot opportunity in the economy, and it's really helping the economy.
Yes.
And I know that Nigeria, it's not different. We're still a developing country, but I know that if women are being empowered, that's going to really help the economy of the country.
So your thesis is going to be very valuable in your country when
Yes,
you take it back home.
Yes, it's going to be very valuable.
Be good to give it to the government, because the government can do something about private enterprise.
Yes, give it to the government, to some organizations, and
It's so nice to meet you today at this doctoral college.
Thank you for all the cakes.
No problem. You're welcome.
Legitimacy to have an opinion on due to your research process that you didn't necessarily have before. One of the recent kind of video blog things that I did was around the idea of how raising aspiration in schools is actually a very harmful discourse because it plays into
Okay, Alexander.
So, I'm Alexander Douglas, and I am working in a branch of philosophy which is called aesthetics. So it's AE, so although the A comes first, actually the A is silent. Our American friends may disagree, and we'll have that conversation another time. Now, I'm saying that because aesthetics is possibly one of the least known disciplines within philosophy.
Yes.
But actually, we all express what we would loosely call, but technically correctly call, aesthetic judgment. We all have opinions about taste.
And I wish you all the best, Alexander.
Thank you very much, Tavashini. That's very kind.
And it was amazing meeting you today.
Likewise. I love the conversation. See you soon.
We loved all your conversations. Thank you.
Dick.
So day 1 at the University of Wolverhampton has been a successful one. I've enjoyed meeting my PhD peers. It has been an amazing get together. I wasn't expecting such a good turnout, but it's my first organized meet-up of doctoral students, and I'm glad it was a success, and I would like to do this in the future again. And I think that this little group is going to stay quite close and helpful and supportive during our course as PhD students and as doctoral students. So another day awaits me tomorrow where I have face-to-face supervision, and more of that in the next vlog. Bye-bye.